Welcome to week 3 of How to Make a Comic with me, Melanie Whelan, writer and illustrator. First, I'd like to thank the Linenhall Arts Centre in Castlebar for inviting me to be a part of this project. So this is week 3, and last week we created our characters' worlds. So we gave our character a home, we drew a best friend, an enemy, and a favourite food. So this will come in really useful this week when we actually start to draw some scenes from our comic. So what equipment are you going to need this week? So first of all, you'll need some paper like before, just photocopier paper is fine, your trusty pencil, and you can use the markers if you had them from last week, that's fine. But I'm going to ask you for one more thing. So what we're going to use this week is some small rectangles or squares of paper. So it doesn't really matter if they're square or rectangle as long as they're the same size. So I cut up some photocopier paper earlier, and these are about the size of a playing card, maybe slightly bigger. And we're going to need about 10 of these. We won't use them all this week, but you'll need some next week as well. So if you'd like to pause the video here, you could do that and go and ask an adult to help you. You'll need the paper, a pencil, a ruler, and a scissors. And when you have those ready, we can begin. So just like the previous 2 weeks, we're going to start with some 30-second sketching. When the word appears on the screen, you have 30 seconds to draw whatever comes to mind. This will loosen up our hands and also focus our brains. So pencils at the ready. Let's go! enjoyed that quick sketching. Now that our hands are nice and loosened up, we'll move on to this week's main event. This week we're going to make some single panel comics. So you should have a little pile of pages you prepared earlier. And much like the quick sketching, a descriptive sentence will pop up on the screen and you need to make a drawing in response to that. You have 60 seconds and you use 1 page per drawing. And you can either use a landscape or portrait, that's up to you, as long as they're all the same size, so we can use them for a different game next week. So let's get going.
Open out, look around today. Walk along, can you see?
Here I'm drawing my character Marcus heading off from his home for an adventure with his knapsack on his back.
See the lights come in. Held down, smile aloud, sit in. We're gonna lay out, watch the day begin. We're gonna look, breathe it in. We're gonna lay out, watch the day begin. We're gonna look up, breathe it in. See the light, feel the day appear.
I decided that my character, because he lives underwater, would probably be able to ride a shark if he encountered one. So that's what I decided to draw.
Watch for us, we lose you down the lane. Turning back, I'm calling out your name. Color seen every turn tonight. Step back, light shines so bright. We're gonna lay.
I think if my character Marcus encountered a snake, he would see it as lunch. I drew in a previous video that his favourite food is jellyfish, so I think he might also like a snake for lunch. So I drew him chasing the snake, and I drew a kind of a cloud of dust to show that the snake's running away. And a cloud of dust is something that's used quite often in comics as a device.
Faraday Loon, Ross Couple, J March, Stagger and Cade in the Wars 3 Law. Tom Jim Wheel, Glatron and Peel, Ach Toss again, Potter, a cowl, a real.
I decided my character, Marcus, if he got lost, it would probably be in a city. He lives underwater, so a city would be very confusing to him. So I drew him here in kind of an urban environment. And of course, I drew Colum, his crab friend, on his shoulder.
Túrum na tuiscin tir chóirsaí gan ceol nach misisiún daine tá sin am an ceol s le hair an faoi scéaltaí a tharla fadó. Is mos féidir lom bé mé an ní hostófar mé na scar mé ón lean bé mé ragar níl más go trom thar dom a stór an jogi tú lom. Sábal an wacha tú dram faoi réocht ag an pótra le scéalta his gran. Iontas is altacht an níthe go máil ag luas go go mairachan an na saná. Is mos féidir lom bé mé an ní hostófar mé na scar mé ón lean bé mé ag ragar níl más go trom thar dom a stór an jogi tú lom.
So I hope you enjoyed making those single panel comics. So you should have a little pile of drawings like this, and hopefully some blank pieces of paper as well. So hang on to those for next week. We're going to play a game and we're going to draw some longer comics. Next week is the 4th workshop, which is the last one, so I hope you'll join me then. Thanks again to the Bonnie Men for the amazing music to draw to. See you next week. Bye.